Mind-body nutrition is rooted in science and asserts that the mind and emotions exert a decisive influence on nutrition and the psyche of the eater. So the field of nutrition alone is certainly necessary, but it remains highly insufficient to complete the puzzle of the relationship with food. The crucial missing piece of this puzzle is a good psychophysiological understanding of eating. And understanding is also healing. So, if you are prone to eating challenges such as weight problems, body image issues, emotional eating, binge eating, overeating, chronic dieting, food restrictions, digestive discomfort, mood swings, immune deficiency, conflicting nutritional information, then this video is for you. By exploring mind-body nutrition, you'll dramatically improve your relationship with food. Here are the essential components of mind-body nutrition. Component number 1. Relaxed eating instead of stressed eating. The body is not designed to eat quickly and under stress. It needs to eat in a relaxed state. If you are eating under stress, imagine that stress as an empowering space from which you can positively change your relationship with food. Practice relaxed eating. Relaxed eating is representative of a relaxed life because our relationship with food is the mirror of our relationship with life. Relaxed eating means breathing, being present, focusing on our food senses and eating cues, finding the right environment for eating, taking our time, being aware of the different parts of ourselves that we bring to the table. Eating is like a conversation between you and your food. Your meal is like a person you are attracted to and talking to. You take your time asking questions and scanning all the answers to get to know the person better. The more you know, the more interested you are, and the more you are nourished by the information from that conversation. It's the same with your meal. The more you spend time with your plate, the more you savor it, and the more you receive the emotional and physiological information that nourishes your body on every level. This way, you create the beneficial psychophysiological cues that your body needs to be fully satisfied. It means appetite, pleasure, satiety, digestion, assimilation, energy, good mood, healthy metabolism, and security. This is the effect of relaxed eating by activating physiological relaxation. Some of us are used to stress eating without realizing it. To find out, ask yourself the right questions. Where do you eat most often? With whom? And how? Are you a slow, moderate, or fast eater? Do you consider yourself a relaxed eater? Do you pay attention to what you are eating, or do you check out? By answering these questions, you'll be able to better identify the stress that's interfering with your eating. These tips are especially valuable for people affected by overeating and compulsive eating. Your body is crying out for this advice. You just need to connect with its wisdom. To do this, practice again and again until you access your body's intelligence, which will help you regulate the discomfort caused by emotional eating. You will feel a greater sense of well-being and self-confidence. Component number 2, eating speed. Most people eat fast. Do you eat slowly, moderately, or fast. If you eat fast, then you must learn to eat slowly. Why should you do this? First, because it takes the brain at least 20 minutes to scan the nutrients in your food. When it sees the necessary intake of nutrients the body needs, it sends a positive signal to the stomach to digest and feel full. Next, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which puts your body in a state of relaxation. The body needs this relaxation to optimize digestion, satiety, and assimilation of the nutrients in your meal. As a result, you activate your metabolism, calorie expenditure, and weight regulation. On the other hand, if you eat fast in less than 20 minutes, your brain thinks you're being chased by a lion, and survival is all that matters. You activate the sympathetic nervous system, which puts the body in a state of physiological stress, blocking digestion, assimilation, muscle growth, metabolism, fat burning, weight, appetite regulation, decision-making in the brain's prefrontal cortex, and even recovery from illness. And if you eat in front of a screen or multitask without paying proper attention to your meal, your brain hasn't registered the nutrients and thinks you haven't nourished yourself. And your brain screams, "I'm hungry." So you need to be fully nourished by the meal experience to bring you into a state of relaxation, satisfaction, and safety. You might say that it's not easy to break the habit of eating fast. It is, because an unwanted habit is automatic and unconscious. The only way to change an unconscious habit is to pay attention. It means being present and introspective. It takes a little work, but it's doable. Eating fast is a reflection of a hectic life. And yes, slowing down in a fast-paced world is often perceived as strange. So food stresses many people. It's the enemy. Appetite and fat are also enemies, since even good fat is perceived as more body fat. So relaxing in the face of food seems to go against the toxic beliefs associated with eating. Eating slowly is much more than chewing several times. It's about noticing the sensations of food, taking small bites, putting down your utensils between each bite, taking the time to chew, closing your eyes, taking deep breath, and enjoying to the fullest. Also noticing taste, aromas, flavors, texture, temperature, softness, crunchiness. Feel the part of the body impacted by the food you're eating. It's all about being present and attentive. And mindfulness doesn't just happen in the mind, it happens in the whole body. So eating slowly is fundamental to a healthy relationship with food, and it invites you to be here now, to connect with the wisdom, the relaxation, the trust of the body. You check into your body, you embody your higher self. If you can do that, it's a great personal victory. Practice persistence and patience. Observe the difference and take note. Eating slowly regulates digestion, overeating, binge eating, emotional eating, and anxiety about food. Component number 3, meal timing. Meal timing refers to the regular meal frequency. It's deeply connected to the biological circadian cycle and the pace of life. It means a rhythm, and this rhythm determines the emotional, physiological, and nutritional course of life. Eating when is just as important as eating what. Let's talk about the biological circadian rhythm. It corresponds to the body's biological clock, which is programmed to follow the different natural phases of the day by eating 3 meals at set times. During the day, as the sun goes down, we are active and we need to eat enough to maintain our energy expenditure. As the sun goes down, the day ends, we are less active, we eat less. During the night, we don't eat, we sleep to regenerate our body. The following advice on meal frequency is not a cure-all. It's useful for those with unbalanced eating habits. It helps establish a regular rhythm of meals that will structure your day, just as rhythm structures music. The first stage of the day is the morning. You get up after 8 hours of sleep. The day begins. You haven't eaten for 8 hours and your metabolism is quite high. So it's a good idea to eat a hearty breakfast rich in proteins and essential fatty acids, which will give you mental clarity in the morning and 30% more satiety and energy during the day, so you don't crave sugar or feel drained at the evening. The second phase of the day is noon. When the sun is at its zenith, the body is at its metabolic peak. And this is the most important meal. So lunch should represent 50% of your energy intake, which again avoids cravings at the end of the day. Third phase of the day, the evening. At this time, metabolism is low and so is energy intake. So have a light dinner to not interfere with digestion and sleep. Eating at meal times can reduce overweight, overeating, binge eating, emotional eating, digestive problems, fatigue, and mood swings. It's an effective long-term strategy for those who skip meals to control their appetite and lose weight. Know this: those who eat too little in the first half of the day will eat more in the second half. Those who limit their breakfast and lunch will overeat at the end of the day or in the evening. The result is that we self-attack for losing control of our appetite. Yet, it is easy to understand that if we skip meals or eat inadequately in the first half of the day, the body thinks it hasn't eaten and screams, "I'm hungry," and demands more food. So, to regulate our hunger satiety system and optimize our metabolism and biological clock, we need to create a meal timing that is synchronized with the course of the day. Ask yourself these questions. Do you listen to your eating rhythm? Is it connected with the rhythm of the day? Are you trying to lose weight by not eating enough during the first 2 meals of the day? Do you eat most of your meals at the end of the day and in the evening? Do you prioritize your work and family to the detriment of your diet? Are you active enough to set meal times? Once you have answered these questions, find the meal frequency that's right for you. This is all that can be said about the essential components of Mind-Body Nutrition Part 1. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, click the like button, comment, share to keep this channel going. If you would like to take it a step further, I offer a free ebook about how to heal from emotional eating. It perfectly completes the content of this video. To get this ebook, click on the link in the description below. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sébastien Fèvre. I was binge eating and obese for many years, and I kicked it for good 10 years ago. Then I became certified in mind-body nutrition coaching. If you would like to know more, I offer a free online appointment to discover your story with food and body. To book a free call, click the link in the description below. So my friends, this is the end of part 1. More to come in part 2. Until then, nourish your life.